obviously celebrating Jay Harris making his 200th Wrexham appearance. You're a man who obviously had him as one of your weapons in a very, very good Wrexham side. Can you tell us a little bit about your memories of having Jay, both as a teammate and playing him as a manager?
Yeah. Well, what can you say about Jay? I just remember him when I first came back here, like a little Jack Russell. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's continued that, hasn't he, for the last sort of 10 years. He's been phenomenal, fit, gets about the park, reads the game really well, forward, gets back, your old school centre midfielder, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? And gives everything for the cause. He's in it with you, and he was integral in what we did in that period while I was manager with regards to the trophy and getting to a few semi-finals and stuff. He was brilliant for me.
Yeah, I always remember with Jay that midfield three, the classic Wrexham midfield three that you had: Joe Clark, Dean Keats, and Jay Harris. He was vital in that, in his role that he played, wasn't he? And he got the best out of players that were around him as well.
Yeah, and you would say that, you know, they were a small midfield, weren't they? But they were just very, very experienced. Played a lot of games for his age, and just knew where to be on the pitch. Constantly at people, nicking the ball, reading the game really well, and then setting off attacks and being in the right place and being reliable. Do you know what I mean? You could say he was a 7 out of 10. Yeah, he got niggles and he got yellow cards and etc. etc. But he, you know, that was part of him, and you wouldn't want to take that out of his game. And yeah, he was great on and off the pitch for us. He constantly driving the team forward with him and Keatsy in the centre midfield, and yeah, he was just a joy to manage.
Going to say off the pitch, what was he like? I know he's vocal on the pitch, but yeah, as a manager, perhaps having those sorts of players in the dressing room. You mentioned Dean Keats, but players like Jay Harris who aren't afraid to speak their mind. How beneficial did you feel that was for you as a manager?
Yeah, he's quiet really off the pitch, keeps himself to himself, but I think he does his talking on the pitch. You know, by example, leads by example, and he's always reliable around off the pitch. He's always there, never misses training, he's always fit, do you know what I mean? And he's just constant in the tempo that he works at when he does train. He's good, you know, he sets the tempo and sets the standard for everybody else. And, you know, 200 games for Wrexham is a great feat for him. He's played a lot of games, and yeah, good luck to him. And, you know, unfortunately today, I think maybe missed him a little bit, do you know what I mean?
Because in terms of the goals he scored, they weren't bad, were they?
No, I think, was it Barrow in the rain? I said to him at the end of that game, I remember it vividly because it was the best I've ever seen a centre midfielder play. You know, he was everywhere. He picked up every second ball. He was on the front foot. Every pass was clinical. It was crisp. And then he hit that goal from absolutely zinged it, didn't he? Top bin. You know, I can remember it from here. And just, yeah, he wouldn't have scored a tap-in. I know he scored a tap-in last week, didn't he? But if he claimed that, but yeah, the goals that he scored for me were key, and they were always decent as well.
Finally, from us then, put you on the spot a little bit. In either a word or a sentence, sum up Jay Harris.
Tenacious. Yeah, I think that's a great word for him. Constantly at it, you know, always reliable and set the standards for the team. You know, well done him.
Cheers, guys.